Hey, my name is Beach Troll. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I'm working on a 2004 Nissan Sentra. The fuel tank straps that hold the fuel tank up in place. One of them, right here, you can see it hanging down. It's rusted and it's snapped off from up here. There's also another fuel strap. I'll show you in 1 second. It's up over here on the right. That one looks like it's well on its way to snapping as well. So I ordered a new pair of fuel tank straps. One end has this straight cylinder on it, which you angle up on one side of the fuel tank and it locks into place. And then the other end is held in by an 18mm bolt. The first thing you want to do is make sure your car is on jack stands securely, and give the car a nice shake before you crawl underneath. And also I suggest wearing a pair of eye protection. You're gonna have rust dropping down on you, so you don't want to get anything in your eyes. Now, what I've done, I've used a jack with a couple of pieces of wood right here just to lightly support the fuel tank itself, because since that one strap has rusted off, the fuel tank is sagged a little bit. So you want to just, not too heavy, because the fuel tank is plastic, you don't want to crack it. You just want to put a little light pressure with the jack and the wood underneath the fuel tank just to support it so you can get the new straps on. So let's get started. This is a little better angle so you can see how I have the wood supporting the fuel tank. It's just to the right of the strap that's on the driver's side. It's pretty much in the center of the gas tank. And as I said, that's just going to support the fuel tank so it doesn't sag as you're taking the straps off. I did remove the driver's side rear tire just to give myself a little bit more room here to get underneath to reach the bolts. Now, of course, the bolt I'm trying to get off for the strap that's snapped, it's really rusted. I'm trying with the 18mm socket and a ratchet, and it's not coming off, so I just sprayed some liquid wrench on it. I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes and see if I can get it off. I waited a few minutes after spraying the liquid wrench on, and what I wound up doing, I put a 17mm socket on because the 18mm was slipping. So with the 17mm socket, I was able to loosen it up. Sorry. Or at least I broke it free. So I'm just going to continue to take this bolt off and we'll proceed from there. I'm still working on this bolt to get it off. It's just very slow going. I took the extension off and I'm just using it with the ratchet on the socket. Seems like I'm getting a little more torque on it that way. There's just a lot of rust on this. So just take your time as you're doing this and you'll get it off. I finally got that bolt off. This is the piece of strap that snapped and rusted. Now the bolt itself is maybe about 2 inches long or so. This one's pretty rusted up, so I'm going to clean this up before I put it back on. This is the rest of the first strap on the driver's side. That is the one that snapped off. It has this rubber piece that sits on top of the strap to help protect the gas tank so the metal is not rubbing up against the plastic of the gas tank. So what we're going to do, we're just going to pull that off. And that'll give us a little more room to get the strap off the anchor that's sitting up here. Right up there. That's the anchor that holds the other end of the strap in. The way I'm getting it out, you just gotta kind of fight with it. The pin of the anchor that you see that's out is towards facing the driver's side. So I was able to get that out first. And then it'll come right out. The pair of straps are two different sizes. You can see this strap has more of a dip to it. The one with the bigger dip goes on the passenger side, and the one with the shorter dip goes on the driver's side. The rubber protector of the strap that was on top of the strap, between the strap and the gas tank, we're going to reuse that. As you can see, there's a lot of rust on this, so we're just going to scrape this off and then reuse this rubber protector. I got that driver's side strap, the anchor part of it. I finally got that in. Wasn't able to film it because it took a little finagling to get it on. What I did was I took a small piece of wood, and on the Nissan Sentra there's this metallic shield here, but I was having a problem with the strap because there wasn't much clearance to kind of turn the strap to get the anchor to turn. I put this piece of wood in here between the metal shield and the fuel tank just to give me a little more space with the strap. And I'll show you with this one, I was able to get it up this way and then kind of wiggled it, and then it sat into place. Now I'm going to put the rubber protective piece between the strap and the fuel tank. Okay, I have the rubber piece on the strap between the fuel tank and the strap. Okay, almost have this bolt tightened all the way. Okay, I tightened this bolt down as snug as I could, and this is where the new strap is, right down here. And as I said earlier, that rubber protector is between the fuel tank and the strap. So now I'm going to go to the other side and proceed to do the other strap, but I'm not going to film it because it's the same thing as this one. A couple of the symptoms that I did have prior to replacing the straps, I had filled up my gas tank and the needle didn't go all the way up to the full. It was just a little hair below, which I thought was kind of odd. I stopped at another gas station thinking I didn't fill it up all the way, and it only took about 70 cents, and then gas started, shutting off. So I knew the tank was full, but it was still not reading full. I smelled a little bit of gas, and then what I wound up doing, I looked under the car and I could see the strap was hanging down a bit and it was snapped. So those were just a couple of, small symptoms that I had. So anyway, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, kindly click subscribe and like. I'd appreciate it. I have other videos out on car maintenance, car repairs, home repairs. So take a look at my playlist and you might see another video that might help you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.